Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I love to give all praise, honor, and glory to my power, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, double honors to Elder Tahar, and the rest of the elders that are favorably pushing this truth. And as always, peace and blessings to the elect. All right, so I wanted to do this lesson on how ancient Rome fell and how this new modern day Rome is going to fall just like ancient Rome. And I got a few articles pulled up. All right, because America is Rome 2.0. America is the reincarnated version of the Roman Empire. And there is no new thing under the sun. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. See, that's so there is no new thing under the sun. So if America is Rome 2.0, well, that's exactly how this is exactly how America is going to go out, just like how Rome went out, which the same contributions to the downfall of Rome, when you analyze America, is exactly similar. All right, because contrary to popular belief, this place will go down. This is Revelation 17 and verse 9. It says, and here is the mind which hath wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth. And that 7 mountains is not literal mountains. All right, those are dealing with kings, are different rulers. Okay, because people like to say, oh yeah, so Babylon the Great, that's actually Vatican City, because Vatican City sits. They say some bugged out shit like like Vatican City is sitting on 7 hills or something like that, but the 7 mountains are actually 7 kings, and it says that in this chapter. But verse 10, and there are 7 kings. Oh, see, there are 7 kings. 5 are fallen. Yeah, 5 are fallen. Which those 7 kings that was dealing with Rome, Greece, Germania Major, Germania Minor. You had the France, you had the Spanish, and you had the British, And during this time, it said 5 is fallen, but Rome was in power when John received this vision, and then Britain didn't come as yet, which is going to expound. It says, and there are 7 kings, 5 are fallen, and one is, and the one is Rome. All right, because when John received the vision, Rome was still in power. It says, and the other is not yet come, and the other that is not yet come is Great Britain. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space. Yeah, because Great Britain only had rulership over the New World for a short period of time. So Britain didn't rule for a long period of time. That's why they had that saying, the sun will never set on Great Britain. Verse 11, and the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th. And this is dealing with America. And it's of the 7, because America came out of those different European nations and goeth into perdition. And perdition is what? Destruction. So America is going to be destroyed. America is going into destruction. So this place is going to go down according to the prophecies, right? So now let me go ahead to this article. All right, it says, why do world powers decline and fall? So it says the history of the decline and fall of the Roman Empire. And I'm not going to read all of this. I'm going to hit certain key points because I've been emphasizing it. I can't a lot lately. So I'm going to hit, man, all these points is good. Every single last one of them. I'm going to start at point number 1. All right, so it's this decline in morals and values, right? And I got this other article as well, which this came out in 2007. It says, why Rome fell and is the United States next? This is from 2007. All right, this is from 2007. and it's so much emphasis because this is the Roman Empire all over again. So, Lucky, this is Revelation 13 and verse. Let me see. Trying to see where I want to start at. Revelation 15. Let me see. Really, I want to start at verse 11, but I want to skip to the point. All right, I'm gonna start at verse 15. So it says here, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. That's right. So what is the image of the beast? The image of the beast is the Roman system, or the Roman system that is back here on the earth and is speaking through America. All right, so that's what the image of the beast. The image of the beast goes back to the ancient pagan Roman Empire, because if you scroll up in Revelation 13, it talks about how the dragon gave him his power. I'm gonna read verse 2. It says, "And the beast which I saw was likened to a leopard, which the leopard represents Alexander, and his feet were as the feet of a bear, and the bear represents Russia. All right, because Russia is going to take this beast down. All right, which the leopard is the Greeks, the bear, the feet of the bear is dealing with Russia, and his mouth as the mouth of a lion, and the mouth of a lion that's dealing with Britain. And the dragon gave him his power, his seat, and great authority." You see that? So the dragon gave this beast his power, his seat, and great authority. Was this beast right here that's dealing with the NATO and the EU. Verse 3, "And I saw one of his heads as it were wounded to death." That's dealing with the ancient pagan Roman Empire. "And his deadly wound was healed, and all the world wondered after the beast." Yeah, the Roman Empire came back through the NATO and the EU. And then you had the other beast, which is in Revelation 13. The second beast. It came also out of that. So this is the reincarnated version of the ancient pagan Roman Empire. And ultimately, America got its power and authority from Rome. That's why you see here, America takes on the characteristics of the ancient pagan Roman Empire. You gotta learn Roman numerals, right? America has a fierce military, just like ancient Rome. A lot of words, a lot of terminology that you have to learn is deeply rooted in the Latin, right? The days of the week, the months of the year is named after Greco-Roman goddesses. This is ancient Rome all over again. You go downtown, how these different buildings are constructed is constructed just like ancient Rome, because we're back here again in Rome. So let me go ahead and go back to the article. So it says there's decline in morals and values. Those morals and values that kept together the Roman allegiance, and thus the empire could not be maintained toward the end of the empire. The dramatic increase of divorce undermined the institution of the family. And that's what you see here in America, are the increase of divorce, which, by the way, woman initiates about 80% of the divorces that happens. By the way, it's either 70% or 80%, but it's mainly on the woman. They initiate divorce. Now, before the social media age, it wasn't like that because a woman, they didn't see any like other options, But now, because of the social media age, now they see all these different men, they can leave their man. Like, oh yeah, nigga, you ain't shit. I'm go to him, and that's what they do. But that increase of divorce, that is rapid over here in America. So just like ancient Rome, hey, America's doing the same, because this is Rome all over again. Now it says crimes of violence made the streets of the largest cities unsafe. And through the spirit, man, I should have had saved it. But the video just came out. I forgot which news channel it was, but it said verbatim that violence is increasing in large U.S. cities. It just came out today. And there's nothing but violence going on throughout the streets. Philly, New York, Chicago. I was just watching the video on how this woman, she got shot in a medical parking garage. In a medical parking garage, this woman gets shot. So it says even during the Pax Romana, there were 3,200 prostitutes in Rome. It's like 32,000 prostitutes in Rome. 32,000 prostitutes in Rome. Would you have hella prostitutes in America? Hella. Right? You got these women with their OnlyFans, and which prostitute means to stand before. I know Apostle Gabar always brings that out. Prostitute means to stand before. And really, all these women, they post all their pictures on social media and whatnot. They're technically prostitutes, because what you're doing is showing yourself before everybody. So it says emperors like Nero and Caligula became infamous for wasting money on lavish parties where guests ate and drank until they become ill. It says the most popular amusement was watching the gladiatorial combats in the Colosseum. These were attended by the poor, the rich, frequently the emperor himself. As gladiators fought, vicious cries and curses were heard from the audience. Let me see. This is one contest after another was staged in the course of a single day. Hey, just like modern day sports. It says, should the ground become too soaked with blood, it was covered over with a fresh layer of sand, and the performance went on. It says the drive for personal pleasure had become very intense. Woo! The drive for personal pleasure had become very intense, even to the point of obsession. That's what's going on here in America. The drive for personal pleasure. Why do you think everybody's trying to get rich, yo? Like literally everybody. Everybody's trying to find ways to get rich. Now, it ain't nothing wrong. We're trying to make more money. But everybody here is doing some quick get rich scam, and trying to find different ways to get rich and whatnot. Why? Because the drive for personal pleasure is becoming very intense. All right, that's why women, they will leave a man that's broke and go for the dude that has more money, because they want that pleasure. They want the Chanel bags. They want to go trips to Miami, all that stuff. Hey, that's why the vast majority of these people over here in America, they're overly obese, because all these people want to do is eat. That's what you see everywhere on social media. People posting their plates, just out to eat, just eating all this bad stuff that's harming and decaying their bodies. That's literally what we see over here in America, man. Personal pleasure becoming intense. The scripture says that he that resisteth pleasure crowneth his life. Let me go ahead and get this in the book of Isaiah 47. It goes right with it. Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 8. It says, therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures. And what is this talking about? Verse 1, come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. See, that's what this is talking about, Babylon, America. So let's read this again. Isaiah 47:8. Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. You see that? So America is that place that is given the pleasures. Hey, that's all through the spirit, man. So now, let's go back here. It says, Gibbons, I'm right here. It says, Gibbons noted that at the very end, sports had become more exciting and brutal. Hey, that's what we see here. Right, LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Russell Westbrook, all linking up. Right, all these different teams form. James Harden just linked up with Joel Embiid, Tom Brady coming back out of retirement. We see the excitement of sports amping up, especially after these lockdowns, after people wasn't allowed to, go out and go to these different games. We see that. All right, so public health. There were many public health and environmental problems. Many of the wealthy had water brought to their homes through lead pipes. Previously, the adequates had even purified the water, but at the end, lead pipes were thought to be preferable. The wealthy death rate was very high. The continuous interaction of people at the Coliseum, the blood and death problem spread disease. Those who lived on the streets and continuous contact allowed for an uninterrupted strain of disease, much like the homeless and the poor run shelters of today. Which I can skip that. Then you got political corruption, you got unemployment, but you have inflation. Boom. It's just the imposition of higher taxes undermined the economic stability and vitality of the empire. Taxes were raised to pay for deficient government spending, and we see that government spending by this guy Jim Crow is at an all-time high. It says to pay for food for all in society and to pay for government-sponsored activities of diversion. Pay for government-sponsored activities of diversion, which what does diversion mean? Let's look that up. Diversion. Rerouting. Deflection. See that? Deflection. And that's what we see America is doing. America creates tons of diversions. The whole Chris Rock and Will Smith thing. You literally see, bro, like, when that happened? Like Saturday night? Sunday? That whole Chris Rock and Will Smith thing? And that's been like the talk of the news all week. Everybody done forgot about Russia and Ukraine. Everybody done forgot about the high gas prices and the high food prices. That's what this devil does, man. He's real crafty. So it says to pay for government-sponsored activities of diversion, watch this, such as circuses and sports. See? That's why sports is at an all-time high. Like, bro, like who knew that the Oscars was going on? The Oscars, man, that's a circus. All them fucking clowns, they're all clowns up there. Will Smith, a clown. Jada, a bald clown. All of them are clowns. That's a whole circus, man. But who knew that the Oscars was going on? I didn't know. I only knew because of the strength of the slap by Will Smith. That's it. But that was a diversion, because what the ESOL come out with after that? The eCash, or that digital electronic bank, and also how Fauci came out and said that America needs to prepare for another round of lockdowns. As out of Fauci's own mouth. It says, interestingly, as the time of the final collapse drew closer, greater emphasis was placed on sports to divert the attention of the public from the distressing news of massive trouble within the empire. That's right, and that's what we see here. An increase of entertainment to divert these people's mind from what's going on. That's why they had to throw out the Will Smith thing, man. That's why they threw out the Will Smith thing, to divert the people's attention. Let's go ahead and get this. Because Esau knows that these people are simple as hell. Proverbs 14 and 15. The simple believeth every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going. See that? The simple believeth every word. It's simple. These people are simple as all hell, man. These people have no knowledge whatsoever. That's why it's so easy to divert these people's mind. All right, see, look, naive. These people are naive, bro. Super duper naive. So it says here, it says greater emphasis was placed on sports to divert the attention of the public from the distressing news of massive trouble within the empire. The Roman economy suffered from inflation, which is an increase in prices, which now you got shrinkflation, you got hyperinflation, right? It says beginning after the reign of Marcus Aurelius. It says once the Romans stopped conquering new lands, the flow of gold into the Roman economy decreased. Yet gold was being spent by the Romans to pay for luxury items. This meant that there was less gold to use in coins. As the amount of gold used in coins decreased, the coins became less valuable. That's right. And you see how America's not backed up by a gold standard anymore. And also the quarters, the dimes, those actually had more value to it. But you see, Esau started mixing. On the coins, on the silver coins. That's why these coins have no value. Now the coins is mixed with like brass, iron. It should be pure silver. But it says, to make up for this loss in value, merchants raised the prices on the goods they sold. And that's what's happening right now. Many people stopped using coins and began to barter to get what they needed. Eventually, salaries had to be paid in food and clothing, and taxes were collected in fruits and vegetables. Right, and then you have military spending. Right, so we see how ancient Rome, the contributions of the downfall of ancient Rome, that's happening right here in America. So that's how we know. That's how we know for certain that America is going to go down, because Rome fell. And the reason why Rome fell, I just read it. The reason why Rome fell. So the same reason why Rome fell is the same reason why America is going to fall, and plus many more. Because ultimately, the Most High, put the spirit on Esau just to crash their own economy, to deplete this place. And basically, this article is going into the same thing, but it's like expounding more and more. And Yahweh Razah, if I remember, I'm gonna put the link in the description box. All right, so y'all can read it on your own. But yeah, that's it. Yahweh Razah, you few brothers and sisters were edified. Till next time, shalom.